Okay, let's get this show on the road. Hello everyone, my name is Rob. Welcome to vidIQ for the regular Tuesday channel review live streams. As always, if anybody could just say hello, let me know that the audio is okay before we jump into the meat and drink of this live stream. I will be looking at some of your channels over the course of the next hour to review what you are doing on your YouTube channels and try and help you get more views and subscribers. And it sounds as if some of you can hear me. Hello there to Everest Velour, Chazinator, Mikey Slice, Chris Irish Gamer, Luke Outdoors, Trinity Tutorials, New Chip Fos, Mr. Meat Hook, Extra Sessions Media, hello to you, moderator, Sido YT. Yeah, sounds as if you all can hear me, which is fantastic news. Okay, bit of housekeeping to start us off. If you are watching the replay of this live stream, you want to jump to about 8 to 10 minutes into this live stream where I'll actually start to do some channel reviews, as I have to give out a couple of rules and things before we jump into it. And if you're live on this live stream, if you could share the link to this live stream right now, I would be really much appreciative of that to try and get as many people joining in on this live stream, because apparently I am trying to compete with a SpaceX launch at the moment on YouTube, which is probably stealing all of my viewers, but that's fine. YouTube is big enough for everyone and I just have to compete with such things. So a couple of things to get into before we look at a channel to review. Of course, if you do enjoy this video, you don't have to do it right now, but if you do find the information in these live streams useful, then do caress that like button today. And as always, a big shout out to all the moderators who are joining us here on the live stream. That would be Extra Sessions Media, HD Gamer, and I think the Doberman have all been seen in the live chat. So hello to you and thank you for all the continued hard and amazing work you do filtering out all the comments that we don't need and all the positivity that we do want in these live streams. If you're not part of vidIQ already, just to give you a brief rundown, we are a YouTube tool and service that aims to help you get more views in less time. Some of the tools you will see throughout this live stream will be coming from vidIQ, so if you're not aware of it, there's probably a link to the Chrome extension in the links below, so do download it. It is free to download. So yeah, just in case you aren't familiar with vidIQ, it's an awesome tool and you'll be seeing just why in a few moments. Now, we'll get on to the ground rules. Picking channels is based on your contribution to this live stream, although just to let you know, moderators, I've already picked the channel that's going to be reviewed first, so that's taken care of. But the idea of this is to be a community collaboration to help you guys grow your channels, but to also help each other grow their channels. So whether that's following their site, their channel as I go through it, or offering your own constructive feedback as we go through it, giving your own opinions, because YouTube's not an exact science. My experience does allow me to look at certain fundamentals, but there's also subjective reasons, personal opinions, why you might think a channel is great or not, and we'd love to see those in the comments on the... am I pointing the right way? Yes, I am. On the left-hand side here. Now, there is a functionality called Super Chats where you can make a donation to the vidIQ channel, but just to stress, as is always with all of the live streams, making a Super Chat does not guarantee you a review of your channel. I don't want to hold this, create a barrier, financial barrier to people who want their channels reviewed. It's all done on the community work that we do here. So if you do donate to vidIQ during this live stream, very much appreciated, and I will endeavour to do my best to read out the super chat towards the end of a live stream, but that doesn't guarantee you a channel review. I cannot review channels with inappropriate content, so if I see any swearing or bad language or what I may be sensitive content, then I'll just have to stop the channel review there and then. So moderators, if you do have a chance, maybe just have a quick look at the channel before you recommend it to me later on. I try and spend between 10 and 15 minutes on each channel. I want to try and narrow that down, be more clear and concise and efficient, but that doesn't always work. So yeah, we'll probably get through about 5 to 6 channels. It's usually an hour live stream, but then extends to about an hour and a half. And also, just one more thing, that it's very difficult for me to do channel reviews and look at the live chat as well. So when you're talking on a live chat, don't try and address me directly. Address the channel that you're talking to, or people in the live chat, or the moderators, as that's my job, is kind of to make sure that I'm looking at the channel and reviewing what's on there. And finally, these are the things that I look for when I am doing a channel review. The most important thing is, as a new visitor to a channel, it should be clear why I'm here and what am I watching, because you should have a very specific target audience and value proposition that you want to deliver to your audience. And if I can't identify that in the first 5 to 10 minutes of doing a channel review, then it's going to be even harder for just the regular YouTube viewer to do that. And that's the main hook of your channel, to get them in for your content and then create subscribers, fans, and so on. I'll be looking at channel health, branding, so looking at the top channel banner, if you're using playlists, channel trailer, and consistency. How often are you posting? Channel layout, thumbnails, and content. Are you posting similar content? Do your thumbnails have a consistency? So if we're looking at multiple videos, we know that they're all from you. And then onto the video metadata itself, video tags, titles, and descriptions. Sometimes I will try and have a look at the specific introduction to a video if my internet is working. That's always one technical glitch that I hit. But if we can look at some of the content of a video, we can do, but it's very difficult to watch a whole video in a live stream, of course. And finally, we'll be looking at audience engagement. Do you use a community tab if you have access to it? Do you reply to comments? And are there any other points of interest? Because those always come up as we're going through these channel reviews. So, with all that being said, I'm getting quite quick at this. I'm getting there quicker. I've done it in 7 minutes this time. We're going to be now looking at our first channel just after I've had a drink of invisible water. Okay, so the first channel we are going to look at, and this person has no idea that I'm going to look at their channel, but I had a quick look at some before the live stream started, and this channel is going to be Mikey Slice. So, this is how we do a channel review. We're looking at Mikey Slice here, a channel with 247 subscribers. And the About page tells us that this channel has been around since 2015 and has 36,000 views. So a relatively small channel. And here are the first things to point out. The channel banner, which is very professionally done, I will say, with certainly a good channel name and links to your social websites here, although you've not included them on the right hand side here, so maybe it's worth adding them to your channel information. Here's a bit of an issue I have with this channel banner. Yes, it's very professionally done and it looks good, but what is this channel about? And that doesn't seem very clear at this point. Is it about pizza? Is it about a cartoon character called Mikey Slice? Is it about gaming? From this initial view on this YouTube channel, I'm not sure what this channel is about. If I go to the About section, it says you're a streamer on Twitch. So that tells me a little bit more about this channel. It may be that YouTube is not your primary source of streaming your content. Maybe you're just taking the content from your Twitch channel and put it on YouTube. So understandably, maybe not spending as much time. It's a secondary social platform for you. But you stream skill games like Bubble Shooter and Cube. Must admit, I've not heard of any of them. But you do have your live stream schedule here. That could be something that you could certainly put on your channel banner, just so people know exactly where you are at what time of the day. I'm not sure if you can broadcast to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. If you could do, that would be brilliant. Double live streaming possibilities there if you wanted to go down that route. Let's have a look now at your homepage. You do have an intro trailer, which is good.
My name's Mikey Slice, content creator on YouTube. I also stream live on Twitch. You can visit my channel at twitch.tv/Mikey Slice. Don't forget to subscribe, as I have new videos on me learning how to play the very old and very difficult game of chess, as well as other games.
So a good short intro there. It could probably do with a bit more energy in it and maybe include some montages from the games that you're playing. It's quite a functional introduction. It tells me a little bit more that you stream some games on Twitch, but having a channel trailer is a good thing, of course. You have popular uploads here. We are not seeing a playlist that shows off the best of your channel. So you say that you talk about these different games. What is it? Bubble Shooter and Cube. So you might want to create a playlist that says, welcome to Mikey Slice, here's what we do here, and have maybe your best videos in those two games. And that's all you have, just looking at your channel layouts. We'd want to also see a recent uploads playlist, because that indicates that you are still posting content on a regular basis, so people know that. Or we can tell here, I mean, looking at the channel at the moment, you've got a trailer from 3 months ago and popular uploads from 9 months ago. Yeah, so is this channel even active at this point? That would be another question to ask. Playlist-wise, it looks as if you do have plenty of playlists, so you could certainly add those to your channel layout in some way. How to bowl 300 games in strike. So there's how to use OBS like a pro. So there's some good titles here on your playlist. They're not functional ones, and that is a good start in some areas. Although you've included dates, but I'm not sure why they're there. But generally speaking, a solid amount of playlists, and it looks as if you are adding to them on a regular basis, like updated 5 days ago. All of them pretty much, actually, which is good. So now have a look at the videos themselves. So you are averaging around about, there tends to be a mix between 30 to 300 views. So there's a big mix here between different view counts. Like this one, the 7-10 split conversion. I used to do 10-pin bowling a long time ago, so I understand what that means. These are all bowling games, and it looks as if you've not had much traffic on these. Same with Buddy the Box, Chess the Beat, they're all low view counts. But then when you have these how-to videos, how to score over 200,000, or how to make money playing video games, those get pretty much, 5x, 10x video views. So maybe you want to... I guess it depends how long you're spending transferring these videos, presumably from Twitch to YouTube. And they're very short videos as well, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. These are not going to really make any impact on the YouTube algorithm with videos being so short. So it may be worth, Mikey Slice, focusing your YouTube channel a little bit more on not bringing over as many of your Twitch content. I'm just going to play one video and see how much content you have here, but it's going to be difficult to draw a viewer into a YouTube video for 14 seconds. This is the sort of thing that you might see quickly on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook as you're just scrolling through a feed.
Cheese and crackers.
Nicely done, though, on converting that spare. But yeah, just as a general thought, here we are. We can actually see from your engagement rate here that you are posting these videos to Facebook, it looks like, or somebody's sharing them on Facebook, and they are possibly performing better on Facebook. So if you were to put these videos on YouTube, maybe you can put them all together, like stick all of these split conversion videos into one compilation video might help with driving a bit more traffic to specific games. Another thing is you have that technique that a lot of YouTubers have of producing a really good thumbnail, and it does have the branding, which I'm delighted to see here with the Mikey Slice branding in the top right-hand corner. But it's exactly the same thumbnail with the text changed, and that can become quite boring to the eye for a viewer very quickly. So you do need to change up your thumbnails. I mean, I know you've used this thumbnail here as well, this how-to one with your gleaming smile with... Although you have it changed the background, so that does make a bit of an impact, more than all of these ones where it's really the same content. So you've done like 70 to 80% of the thumbnail right with the with a really good foreground, blurred background, branding. And I understand, because I've done this myself in the past, where you just change the text because it makes it much easier to do the thumbnail. But when a viewer sees this thumbnail and then maybe they see it again in 24 hours as they're just browsing and glancing through content, they could be mistaken for thinking it's exactly the same video. So maybe you do need to put a bit more work into unique thumbnails whenever you create thumbnails. Let's go to your most popular videos. So yeah, it's clear to see again here that when you do the longer videos, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 25 minutes, these ones all have much better viewing figures. So I would definitely try and cut out the less than 1 minute videos if possible. And it looks to be when you're doing how-tos, or the video is much more focused towards teaching the audience something, that you have a lot more success. Like this is a good example. This one's very clearly quite a different... Well, there are quite a few similar thumbnails here. Maybe you just need to add the game logo somewhere, Bubble Tasket. But these are quite old ones where you didn't have the brand logo on either. So I can see that you're going through an evolution as well, and some things work, some things don't work. I'm just going to click on a video now. Let's have a look at your metadata. And as I'm doing this, moderators, if you just want to start thinking about the next channel to review. So is this from Twitch possibly? It looks as if it might be with the way that we have the donation button up there and stuff. But you've got some good tags here. Bubble Shooter tournaments. I guess Bubble Shooter must be quite a popular game if it's getting some search volume. And Cash Tournament, you ranked 20 there, which is good. So that's quite a broad tag, and you have done well on it. Some interesting information on the engagement rate, only 10 likes and 6 dislikes. So that strikes me as potentially a video that's been shared outside of YouTube. And you probably want to work a bit more on your descriptions as well. There's not much information there. Exclusive skills tournament on what? For you, YouTube, the algorithm there doesn't have that much to work with. So definitely more times should be spent on the description there a little bit. So I think here your presentation is good from your channel layout is good. We're not entirely sure what the content is about, but the thumbnails are generally consistent in their branding. There just needs to be an alteration to the branding and such. And it looks as if you have a little bit of authority and you're able to dominate somewhat a little bit this, what looks to be niche gaming area of Bubble Shooter. And less so QQ, but Bubble Shooter looks to be the one. Although looking at it, it's about a year old, so maybe this game's gone now. But yeah, so, some good things there, bits to work on. I'm just going to check one more thing, Mikey Slice, because I've caught you a little bit on the hop here. You maybe weren't expecting me to review your channel. I want to know when was your last post? You did update your playlist about 4 or 5 days ago. So you are still posting on a semi-regular basis. The last thing you looked at was this bowling game, Real Money Bowling, and then the bubble shooter. So bubble shooter still has a bit of legs. Maybe you want to produce some more content on bubble shooter. Again, if YouTube is your primary source of content. But I'm hoping through the general feedback that I've given you, and this will help other YouTubers with the sort of content that they're looking at. So some good things and some constructive things to work on. So that's your first channel, Mikey Slice. Can we have another channel to review, please, moderators, and we'll jump straight into it. That Dad is talking about, yeah, I'm sure people have a lot more knowledge on this than me in terms of Twitch and YouTube gaming and the differences between it. And I understand completely if you're just using Twitter to just maybe have a little bit more reach in case you want to focus on Twitter in the future. Thank you, Extra Sessions Media. I did get that link, and I'm just waiting for the web page to load up, and we should be able to look at this next channel review. As I say, folks, I rely on my moderators here to review channels, to push channels to me to review, and as soon as my internet works, we'll be looking at the next channel review. This is taking an age to load up, but I'm sure you can see it appearing now. And it looks as if it's a fellow YouTube content creator in the field of helping other YouTubers grow their channel. So this is going to be an interesting channel review, this one. As the page is loading up, I do like the channel banner, which is quite bold and strong. It does have a message and a value proposition. So dream big today, YouTube growth. We kind of get a clear indication of what's going on here. Some people may argue that it needs a bit more detail, some more graphics maybe, but we're down to personal preference at this point. So, Tom Nash TV, 299 subscribers. I'm going to congratulate you in advance because I'm pretty sure at least one person from this live stream is going to subscribe to your channel and make it 300 subscribers. We have 20,000 views and a relatively small channel. August the 15th, 2017. Here is where I share YouTube tips, advice, ideas, and more to help grow your YouTube channel by getting subscribers and getting quality views. Absolutely. So there we have a good channel description in 2 lines, which is awesome from my point of view, and interesting channel review, this one. As the page is loading up, I do like the channel banner, which is quite bold and strong. It does have a message and a value proposition. So dream big today, YouTube growth. We kind of get a clear indication of what's going on here. Some people may argue that it needs a bit more detail, some more graphics maybe, but we're down to personal preference at this point. So, Tom Nash TV, 299 subscribers. I'm going to congratulate you in advance because I'm pretty sure at least one person from this live stream is going to subscribe to your channel and make it 300 subscribers. We have 20,000 views and a relatively small channel. August the 15th, 2017. Here is where I share YouTube tips, advice, ideas, and more to help grow your YouTube channel by getting subscribers and getting quality views. Absolutely. So there we have a good channel description in 2 lines, which is awesome from my point of view, and it looks as if you're certainly making sure that you add fellow video creators to your list, including Daryl, Roberto, so you're having that connection going on there, which is good. Maybe one thing you might want to add is how consistently you're posting videos potentially to your channel banner if you wanted to, but that's not something whatever you could possibly do to just not have it just focus on you during the channel trailer, because I always think as if a channel trailer needs to have a big impact, so it needs to have pace to it and lots of jumping to different clips. But again, personal preference. Let's have a look at the playlist. Here we go, straight into it with a playlist here. YouTube creators tips and tricks. I'm delighted to see that we have a well-fashioned playlist title and a playlist with a description. Many people ignore this, but it is indexed on YouTube searches, so it's always worth writing in a description for your playlist. This playlist will provide you with some of the best and most effective tips and tricks utilized on the daily basis by the biggest and most successful YouTubers on the platform, which is good stuff to me. Learn and promote your YouTube channel. Maybe Tom, you want to take maybe one of these videos from each of these sections and create a welcome to Tom Nash TV. Here's what we do here, just to illustrate your best or most successful videos. You've got your recent uploads a little further down, but that's fine. We know that the channel is active and provides content on a regular basis. So we're seeing a lot of good fundamentals here, and obviously you would probably expect that from a YouTuber wanting to help other channels grow. Another good thing about the channel banner as well is that although we have these black spaces on desktops, that means that you're guaranteed to see the whole channel banner on a mobile device. If anyone wants to go to the mobile side of this channel, have a look right now, and hopefully that should confirm it. Playlists. We don't have that many playlists, so the question may be how many videos do you currently have? You're a relatively young channel, so maybe not that many so far, but maybe you want to add some more playlists, diversify a little bit if you can do. And remember, when you create new playlists, that is considered new content from YouTube. So like you could upload a video on Monday, create a playlist on Tuesday, upload a video on Wednesday, and that's kind of like 3 pieces of new content according to YouTube. But don't just create playlists for the sake of creating them. Make sure that they're connected to a content in a relevant sort of way. We'll go to the videos now, and we have this classic case, and this is something that I very do, where you have to sit in front of a camera and practice doing your facial expressions for the thumbnail, such as and you practice doing that for about an hour when you're practicing for thumbnails. And this is one where we can see Tom is using, I think, mostly different thumbnails. Like there's 3 thumbnails here where you've used the same frame, but there are maybe, I'm looking here, a mixture of 3 or 4, which does give it a little bit of diversity. Okay, so another interesting thing here, and this is good actually. Your channel is very young because you've been on YouTube as a channel since August, but you only started uploading videos in the last month. So this is a fantastic start for the YouTube channel. We've got views here of 200, 300, 6,000, 1,800. So there's some excellent growth here already for a small YouTube channel. That's excellent work, Tom. Well done. And this is a relatively good strategy to have if you're going to have you as a reaction shot on a thumbnail and then maybe one graphic and some simple text. So not trying to drown out your thumbnails with too much text that just repeats the title. There are a couple of occasions here. Importance of thumbnails and the importance of branding. So there's a bit of similarity there, but dominate Facebook. That is words not so much copied in the thumbnail. So YouTube views for Facebook, how to leverage. And then, yeah, another thing that you need to consider is that your titles can get cut off, even though you have 100 characters on your title. I have to mouse over the title to read the full title. So just be aware of that. I think the majority of these are going over the thumbnail of the title character length, which is about 40 or 50 characters before it cuts off. But again, I know that you want to be including as many tags and phrases in your titles as possible. The key thing is maybe just try and front load your title with the important tags. So for example here, your YouTube channel isn't growing. If that's the most important part of your title, you might want to take out here's what you're doing wrong and then just have avoid these 5 mistakes, and that would hopefully more or less fit on the YouTube title. So something to maybe experiment with there and see if it has a difference or an impact. And there's always something of graphical interest. There is this study that says that arrows on thumbnails do appeal to an audience more. Maybe you want to try green arrows potentially to see if that makes any difference, because red is perhaps associated with negativity, green with positivity. So 5 tips to increase your audience retention. You may want to have it green, but that may go against your channel branding. So different things to consider there. But it's always good to include graphs or some sort of tag which will help you there. Let's have a look at your most popular videos. So the most popular one is how to be more confident on camera, which you've certainly done well. I mean, that's 20 times, that has a view count which is 20 times your channel size. Maybe you want to try and do a follow-up on video on that, Tom. And also notice how he's included the 2018 there in the title there. That's just a sneaky little trick, just in case anybody is wanting to search for content that is current. Adding a year can have a positive impact on that. Small, subtle, marginal gain, but always worth doing. Let's have a look at this video then. I'm going to run it for the first 15 to 20 seconds.
In today's video, I'm going to teach you in 4 easy steps how to look good on camera, how to be confident, and how to have positive energy. And we're starting right now. The key thing in succeeding in YouTube videos is being...
Okay, so a couple of things to notice there. You have that classic intro style of this is what we're going to do and we're starting right now, and that's to grip the viewer in the first 10 to 15 seconds, and then your graphical splash intro is very short, 5 seconds. We're 16 seconds into the video and we already know exactly what you're going to talk about. It also looks as if, do you have a specific style to your videos, or is it the lighting there that just gives it this warm feel? Is that done on purpose? It'd be interesting to know. Maybe that you want to give it a bit of a style. And I like your energy and your directness. Like, this is what we're going to do. We're starting now. And I assume that the rest of the video is good. But I'm just clicking on other parts of the video now. It does look as if you are doing some little jump cuts and changing the editing. You've got some graphics here. We also noticed just earlier on that there's a bit where you show a picture, so you're showing other pictures as well, so it's not just you in front of camera, so that adds to the pacing, which is good. How to be more confident on camera. I would assume that's quite a difficult tag or phrase or topic to break into on YouTube, but you've certainly done that, which is excellent. And the tags here, how to be more confident on camera. So excellent example here of a long tail keyword, which is, can I count? How to be more confident. 7-word tag, and it ranks number 12. And so that is a brilliant way to start on YouTube when you're a smaller channel, to break into those long tail keywords and start to establish yourself. And you've benefited from be confident on camera, be more confident on camera, confidence on camera. I mean, if you look at this, there's no short tail keywords. There's no just like confident or on camera, or probably the biggest tag here is confidence and self-confidence. And those two are much further down the tag list. So yeah, I think there's excellent tag work going on here. And we have a good description here. You probably want to bring this line up because you may be missing out on your description there, on the brief bits of description that people can see on home pages and stuff. You may want to join them up a little bit more, so you're taking advantage there. So how to be more confident on camera. Many people think they don't know how to be confident on camera, but the truth is anyone can do it with a little guidance and practice. So you may want to take that line and attach it to this paragraph just as a small idea, but you've certainly put a lot of effort into your description because you're including the tips there in the description as well, which is brilliant. And let's have a look at the comments here, y'all. Hearting comments. Are you replying to all of them? Potentially not. I guess what you could maybe do is use vidIQ's comment template. So great tips. Like we have a comment template here to just put in a quick reply that says, you're welcome, appreciate the support. And it includes a username. Just as a very quick way to reply to those often said comments that you get, and worth replying there. But I would say as a beginner channel, well, a channel that's young and is working in the YouTube space, excellent work. We've got a good start, and he's already established some authority in the short amount of time that Tom Nash has been on YouTube. And we can also see that some of his videos are being suggested here on the right-hand side. So I would say, folks, if you want some YouTube tips, certainly visit Tom Nash, as well as at vidIQ, of course. And I think we'll be seeing this channel growing in the future. And I probably need to contact this Tom Nash gentleman to see if we can get an interview going, or maybe you can contribute in some other way, because that's excellent stuff there. Right, let's go back to his channel layout, and I will ask the moderators if you can send me another channel to review. We're 36 minutes in, and we've only reviewed 2 channels. It's typical. But I love it. Okay, I'm just going to load up the next one now. I think we've got one through. The chat is just going very fast as usual. It's making it impossible to get the right channel. Okay, here we go. Top Trav. It is a channel with 570 subscribers. Channel's been around for 3 years, and we have 30,000 views. First thing to mention is you may want to flesh this description out a little bit. Subscribe to my channel for Fortnite content. All right, fair enough. It's about Fortnite, but is it about anything specific with Fortnite? This is, as I understand it, the most popular game, along with PUBG, I think, on YouTube and all the streaming videos at the moment. You will definitely need to diversify, identify with an audience. What specifically are you going to be covering in Fortnite? Because it's such a competitive area at the moment, that will need to be key. As long as this character is from Fortnite, then that is okay, but we're missing a bit of a message here. What is the channel about? If it's about Fortnite, okay, but is it about anything specifically on Fortnite? I do like the social media links that you've included there. That's a nice touch, but you've not added them to your About page, so you're missing out on people potentially clicking on the links there to see where else you are on social media platforms. I'll play this for 20 seconds. Hopefully this is PG safe content, because I'm never quite sure with gaming channels.
Oh, he's going off left side with the zoom.
I think we'll be banned for my chance.
No, there's one left side.
Okay, we'll stop it right there. So this is not obviously a channel trailer video, and that's perhaps something that you will want to bring into your videos. Nobody wants to watch an 11-minute video as a trailer to introduce, and your actual video splash intro was... Let's just rewind it. How long was that?
I just wanna see
Okay, so it's about 8 seconds, which is fine. You may want to try and include like a best bit of the clip from this channel before you go into your introduction, because we've not really established anything here on the video. All we know is from the title, and when's the payoff from that title going to happen, because it's an 11-minute video. So yeah, I think you're missing the hook here. You're missing the hook on the channel. You're missing the hook on this video, even though it's not a trailer, and we don't have a trailer as such. Your playlist is your uploads. So recent uploads is fine. You've got then a recent activities one after that. This is interesting. You have your descriptions here look to be links, which is a little worrying before we get into the channel descriptions. You certainly miss an opportunity there by just putting web links in there. You'd want to be reinforcing your titles here on your descriptions if you can. And we'll see. Yeah, and as usual, if you can put in a playlist which shows off your best Fortnite videos, whatever they may be. Only 2 playlists, so that says to me that your channel's maybe not that old. Let's have a look at your videos, see if we can get a better understanding of just how many videos you've made. So I'm seeing videos from earlier on, this going back a year. So you've changed the content of your channel from maybe FIFA, Call of Duty, and it looks now as if you're focusing solely on the Fortnite game, which is absolutely fine. If you're going to double down on content, it might as well be the most popular content out now, but you just need to identify exactly what you're going to be covering on Fortnite, I think, so it's clear to the audience. Your thumbnails are fantastic. The fonts here are really striking, and they're consistent, and again, they don't dominate the title as such. It's Fortnite Fridays, but it's New Season Battle Pass and Longest Snipe. Again, using 2 words, which is absolutely fine. But here is one of the problems with these thumbnails, is that they're so good that they're almost interchangeable with any other YouTuber that covers the same sort of topic. I'm sure if I went and did a search for Fortnite on YouTube right now, I would get very similar thumbnails from all of the big YouTubers. So it's absolutely fine to try and emulate large YouTubers, but maybe include some channel branding somewhere in there. And another potential criticism's not the right word, but it looks as if you're just taking screenshots and channel art from the publishers of the game, and then it's just going to look very similar to other people's content. So it's certainly something that you may want to think about, because I can't really tell, looking at these videos, I can't tell that they're from Top Trav, so to speak, unless I was a very regular follower of your content. I'll have a look at the most popular videos, but these could be videos from a long time ago. Yeah, I half suspected that might be the case, whereby your most popular one is from FIFA 18. Why didn't you continue playing with FIFA 18? I mean, there's 5 of the top, some of them are from FIFA 17, but it looks as if your top videos came from FIFA 18. Maybe, it's a 4 or 5 month-old game now. You're happy to move on from there. This is a good example, though, here of a thumbnail from Call of Duty unlocking the secret Nightmare Sniper Rifle. So this is a very specific video on a very specific part of the game, and that's what you need to be doing as well with Fortnite. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the game, so whether it's the best ways to build a specific item, or the best ways to unlock a specific item, or the best ways to do a specific headshot, all of those things should be considered when you're covering a game in a very broad sense. There's millions of people playing this game, no doubt. So there's going to be millions of people keen on the content. But this stretches out into any form of YouTubing, whether it's on technology, whether it's on beauty, whether it's on politics. Yeah, we get your area of interest and your passion, but what specifically is going to set your channel out from any other channel? Because I'm sure many of you people watch who are gamers will see these thumbnails and see this content and think, I can get this from many different places. Okay, let's have a look at this video in general. So a big question here is, you've got 78 likes, 88 dislikes. Does that mean that the video is not delivering on its promises? That could potentially be it. And I noticed as well that the video started with just music playing. Do you contribute any commentary to this, or is it just music with gameplay? And that tends to be not that good either. So people want to hear from you as a YouTuber. I may be misinterpreting this, but the two videos I've briefly seen have music and look as if they just have gameplay. And so many other channels do this as well. And the channel usually has to be as much about the personality and the content. The content's only going to get you so far, and may have these occasional, not viral videos, but the videos that perform really well. Looking at your tags, so we have Call of Duty World War II, Nightmare Gun Review. I'm not sure how many people are searching for COD WW2 Nightmare Best Class Setup. You might have gone a bit too specific there. So it might just require COD Nightmare Best Class Setup. I guess the one which has brought in the views here is potentially this one here, which has done well. But you do have long tail keywords, so you have been drilling down, and this is probably why people have been coming into this video, that you have tagged it quite well and you do have a good title. But then it's a case of perhaps you haven't delivered on your promises. And again, you're missing out on description opportunity here. Thank you guys for watching. That tells YouTube nothing about the video. You can include that in your maybe a comment that you want to post or at the bottom of the description, but just reinforce what you're saying here. And this is probably why the SEO score is a bit low, is because you haven't done what's called triple keywording here. You've not reinforced, you've not connected the tags, titles, and the descriptions. However, the video has done well, so you obviously have done something right, and it's contributed to about 25% of your total views. So not all things are going wrong here, but yeah, this is a good example of specific content, and you've got the audience in. You would have to watch the video to find out whether you delivered on that. Engagement-wise, though, you are replying to comments and you're loving comments, which is good. So I'm happy that your community contribution is good. So yeah, there are some positives to that. And yeah, just keep cracking on with Fortnite. And as I say, maybe a little bit more work to be done on the value of your message. What is it specifically about? Pause that. What is the channel specifically about if you're looking at the game of Fortnite? Let's move on to the next video, next channel, please. If my moderators could hand me over something else to look at. While you're finding a video, let me just have a look at the links here on some of the descriptions. You've done some streaming, and streaming has gone relatively well, so maybe you want to do some more streaming. But I'm not sure why you have these links here at the top. You want to include, even if it's a live stream, once a live stream's done, YouTube still wants all this data to help with metadata to make it available for search. and these links would not help really at all. So maybe have this stream up here towards the top. It looks as if this is for donations, possibly. There we go. So we can see you in this one. So you do appear in some streams. Maybe you want to do that in your other YouTube videos as well. Right, okay, sorry, I got a little distracted there. Just wanting to look at the channel. So, do we have another channel to review, please? I'm pretty sure Anna's Adventures Toy Reviews. We've already done a channel review on West Bosnia, or Bosna Zapadna, in one of the original Friday Feeling ones. So let's go for... I've just seen HD Gamer post a potential one. Oh, I've seen one that I want to do a channel review on. I'll go to this channel first, and then... So, Jammy Dodger, I will have that in the background. If you could, Jammy Dodger, if you can post a comment when I'm towards the end of this channel review, that makes it a lot easier for me to grab the channel very quickly. But let's have a look at Anjali Says. And the reason I'm picking this channel is because Anjali watched, and forgive me if the pronunciation is wrong there, Anjali Says channel posted a wonderful comment in one of the interviews that we did with Leon Hart recently, which was really touching, and it's kind of a very inspirational message. And so I think with contribution like that, you definitely do deserve a channel review. Okay, so Anjali Says, 619 subscribers. The channel is very new. So they started at the end of December 2017, 5,000 views. But I would already say, with 619 subscribers, that's a fantastic start. That's, 300 subscribers a month for a new channel is brilliant. And I can already see some good channel branding here. New family-friendly shows every Friday, sometimes during the week as well. Okay. So I guess the message of this channel is that it's about a young YouTuber who has something to say. Maybe we can find out a little bit more from the About section. It's a family-friendly YouTube show that showcases toy reviews. Okay, so it's about toy reviews. Maybe you want to include some of that in the channel banner, although we may lose the focus of what it's about. Like, if you say too many things in your channel banner, then it can get confusing. Like if you put in toy reviews, challenges, kids skits. So maybe it's okay not to include that. I love the description here. There's lots of information about it. And of course, Dad is the editor. So it looks as if it's a family channel. So everybody's getting involved in the videos, which is good to see. A real family-based entertainment channel, we hope, here. Channel banner, one thing I will say is if you look at this on a mobile, my guess is that Anjali is going to get cut in half around about there. And we maybe just see your hair and nothing else. So maybe you just want to have a look at this on a mobile. The picture, if you put it here, it's probably going to have more chance of not being lost on a mobile device. But just a little thing to look at there. Okay, we have a channel intro. Let's have a look and a listen.
Hi, and welcome to Anjali Says. This show is created by my family. My brother's the camera boy, my dad's the editor, and my mom's the stylist, and I, of course, am Anjali. Welcome to the show.
There we are. Excellent channel intro. And as I said in other intros, there's some splicing and jump cutting that adds a bit of pace to the intro. There's some music there. One thing I personally might change, again, personal preference, I might put this at the end of the trailer, because it just means you've got 4 or 5 seconds when you're not sure what you're looking at. might be a bit pushy to do that. Again, though, personal preference and only a tiny thing. I love the fact that you're introducing your entire family in this video, and that looks like a really funky camera. Maybe I should have one of them myself. And the lighting there is excellent as well. I'm certainly envious of it. But yeah, this looks like a really good family project, and let's have a look at the some of the playlists. So you already have plenty of playlists. Wow, this is going to be impressive to see how many videos you've already done in 2 months worth of work. Maybe you don't have enough videos yet to do a welcome to Anjali's channel, but this is where you could have your playlist that has one skip video, one toy review, one challenge video, just to give viewers a good breadth of the different things that are going on your channel. Playlists, it looks as if there's going to be plenty of playlists here already. Yep, so 5 different playlists. Kids challenges, Lego briquettes, Lego videos. You might want to do a bit more work on your playlists. They're quite functional, like Lego videos. That to YouTube is not really searchable. So when you think about a playlist, think of how you might title it as a video. Like where building... when Anjali builds Lego or something along those lines. And kids challenges, again, it's very broad. So maybe just expand on your playlist a little bit if you have the time. But you do include playlist descriptions, which is good to see. We love toy reviews for kids, do you? So asking a question there, which is good. I sense that you have been watching a lot of YouTubers such as Daryl Lees, Tim Schmoyer, Roberto Blake, and picking up on hopefully vidIQ, and picking up on all these YouTube fundamentals, which you're definitely including in your videos, which is excellent to see. Thumbnails. Now, you may say, and one of the things you may pick me up on is that there's no channel branding, there's no channel logo, but is that really necessary on a channel when the star of the show is on every single thumbnail, which is Anjali, presumably? And I still don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, but we can clearly see who the star of the show is. And although the branding the colours are a little bit all over the place, we've got some reds here, we've got some blues there, we've got fonts changing all the time. So there's a slight lack of consistency in the thumbnails in a little way, but I'm sure you will nail that down a little more, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. And the text is good, again, mostly kid-friendly show, so that was your intro. Emoji poop pillow review. If I was you, I wouldn't include text out. I would just shove a big picture of emoji poo pillow on there. I think it has far more impact because you repeat that in the title. But that was your very first video, so who am I to criticize too much? Silly-san, Kylo Ren. So another thing is that you're experimenting with what content works. We're jumping from a review of a pillow to Lego to rock climbing challenge. So you're not quite sure what maybe works yet. Let's just have a look at what your most popular video is. And the most popular video is your channel intro at the moment. So that suggests to me that a lot of people are visiting your channel, and that just is the first video that plays, which is good. Lego review. However, in saying that, even despite the fact that you're jumping around different topics, there's a good view count on all of them, like 600, 500, 400. There's no what you would call duds, except for maybe, well, even this one has 300 views. I don't know why that's showing as the last one, even though I've sorted it by most popular. So what I get a sense here is that with the number of subscribers that you have, and your view count is very close to your subscribers, you are having an audience that is coming back for content. So I guess that your audience retention is pretty high. So I would say, actually, don't worry about jumping between the different pieces of content that you have here. I would say just keep going with it because they all seem to be working at this point. which is brilliant. And the thumbnails are good. Contrast between light and dark is very good. Like some YouTubers will see that there's a glow effect on here, which just makes the person in there stand out more, which is excellent. And you've got captions here as well. So does that mean you're subtitling your videos? Which, if it is, that's brilliant work.
Hi, my name is Anjali, and today we are gonna
We'll just wait for
build
the...
a Lego brick heads. And
I'm just going to try and play that again because the video is running very slowly. Let's see if we can get that again.
hi, my name is Anjali, and today we are gonna build a Lego brick heads. And
That was good.
come on.
So there we are, a perfect example of a hook. You've included an outtake, but the outtake is funny. It works with your audience. Brilliant stuff. And then you jump into the video in more detail. So we know what this video is going to be about in the first, 10 seconds. And excellent stuff there. Anjali presents a quick Lego toy review by building by Lego Brickheads Wonder Woman with some help from her brother. So we've got some tags included in there. Lego toy review, Lego Brickheads, Wonder Woman. So some good reinforcement of the tag, good reinforcement of keywords from the video title. And I'm sure we'll have similar stuff in here as well. Lego Brickheads Wonder Woman. Yeah, all good tags. Small channel, so it's going to be difficult at this point to start ranking in the search terms. But with 675 views from the subscriber base of 609, that's brilliant work. You've also included some numbers here. I'm presuming that's the numbers from maybe the different Lego one that you have. The different Lego piece that you're building, which is good. Wow, look at this, 399 comments. How is there so many comments there? That's a little unusual. 133 views. This was published on the 2nd of February. So there's some odd analytics here. I'm not quite sure how you have 400 comments from 700 views and 135 likes. Those are all way in excess of what should be for that view. Unless the engagement is super high, which is absolutely fantastic. So I assume you're replying to many of these comments, which you are. You're liking them. So it looks as if there's some fantastic potential here. If you're already creating that much engagement from videos that get, at the moment, around about 600 views, that is fantastic work. I'm quite astonished by that comment count. And they all look to be genuine comments, so there doesn't look to be anything odd going on there. I'm guessing, I can see the reply and I can see your likes, and I'm assuming that you're replying to every single comment. So, yeah, there may be like 200 comments from viewers and then 200 replies from you. So, again, another example of engaging with your community, which is absolutely awesome work. And I think any YouTuber of a similar size, like a few hundred subscribers, visit this channel and get an understanding of the quality content that's going on here. Now, I will say that if this is a family-run channel, you've got a production team here, you've got a cameraman, you've got a video editor, you've got a, what do you call the star of a show, the talent. You've got the talent, and you've also got a stylist. So don't try and emulate everything that they're doing and trying to do the work of 4 people. But there is a lot of good YouTube fundamentals here to take a look at. And I'm absolutely delighted that I've been able to look at such a successful channel here. And I think I'm going to make some sort of bold statement in here and say that I wouldn't be surprised if this channel has at least 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And that's a conservative guess. I wouldn't be surprised if this channel has even more by the end of the year. But I've made bold predictions before and they haven't been quite right, so I'm trying to be conservative here. But excellent stuff here, family-friendly content, and definitely worth a look there for anybody who wants to see good thumbnails, good channel layout, and watch one of her videos. I'm sure the video content will be fantastic as well. Okay, I just need to take a very quick break here and check on something, but I'm going to be back very soon, so hopefully don't disappear from this live stream. I'll probably be about 2 minutes, so just bear with me. Back in a second. Okay, I should be back here. Just confirm to me that you can see the live stream once again. I do apologise about that. I just had to take care of a little bit of business outside of the live stream, and I did pick up the channel that I was to review next, which is Jammy Dodger. So yeah, just it sounds as if I'm back. Yes, everyone can see me live. Good, awesome, brilliant stuff. Right, so Jammy Dodger. Can I just confirm, Jammy Dodger, that this is your channel and that this is the rather popular, I don't know if it's available in other countries, but a very popular biscuit, shortbread biscuit with jam in the middle, shaped like a heart, which is very tasty. I assume it is. Yes, it is. Okay. 510 subscribers for Jammy Dodger. Joined on the 18th of May 2016, so 18-month-old video. Streamlabs, I must confess, I don't know what this must be some sort of donation platform. And people who are using this link might just be using it a little too forcefully, putting it at the top of your links, and you're losing out on metadata potentially throughout your channel if you do that. So a great place for Call of Duty gameplay and news. You might want to check your borders here. They might get cut off on a mobile device. And another thing I would say is that your channel is a bit too strong here. Your channel name, Jammy Dodger. I can see that you've included Call of Duty in the background, some images there, but that might not be clear to somebody just visiting your channel on the off chance. And we need more of a channel message here about what it really is about in terms of your content. Okay. Quick introduction there to one of your videos, which is a setup tour, so not strictly speaking Call of Duty. So you may want to include a channel trailer in your channel page to reinforce what the channel's about, because so far we can see Jammy Dodger, an ultimate setup tour of your PC. So I could be mistaken for thinking that this channel is about computer setups rather than Call of Duty specifically. Recent activity, which is fine, and it looks as if you're very regular. Do you do mostly live streams and nothing else? Would be interesting to know. So you don't just do Call of Duty videos as well, you do videos on Fortnite. And just going back a little bit to our previous channel, whose name is already escapes me, but the person who was Top Trav, who was looking at Fortnite content, you could be mistaken. There are some differences to the thumbnails, and again, these thumbnails look excellent, and this one does include some channel branding there. I can just see it on that one, but I can't see it on these ones, which are slightly older, like 2 or 3 months old. But you are using those arrows, which is good to see. Jammy Dodger, to focus on particular things on your videos. And these do seem to have a bit more theme to them. It looks as if you've built these thumbnails up rather than them just being maybe stock pictures from the game. So yeah, just include, these are fantastic thumbnails actually, just include a bit of channel branding to make sure that you can clearly differentiate yourself from other channels. But now, so the question is, on your channel setup, layout, I can't see anything about Call of Duty until we get down to the 5th playlist, maybe. So it sounds as if Fortnite may be your area of interest now. So you need to update your channel a bit to reflect that. But a good amount of playlists. So you have plenty of Call of Duty ones, but looking at it, looks as if you switched to Fortnite. We'll go quickly to videos. Yep, definitely Fortnite then. We can see now clearly that you've moved on to that topic. So change your content to reflect that. And just as with Top Trav, really be clear on where you're going to differentiate yourself. So the question is here, if I was asked, if you were all fans of Fortnite, which channel would you go to? Would you go to Top Trav, or would you go to Jammy Dodger, and why? What would be the reason for that? Would it be for the thumbnails? Would it be for the content? Would it be for something that you're specifically interested in? The harsh, blunt question is, why should I go to your channel over somebody else's who's covering the same content? What differentiates yourself? And your videos need to clearly answer that if possible. Look at the most popular videos. The most kills in Fortnite Battle Royale was your most popular one. And you had success with your setup tour, so there is potential there. Maybe, I guess people were probably asking about the equipment that you're using there, so that might be a series that you can potentially carry on with. You looked at PUBG for one video, but then moved away from it. So maybe you need to double down on this video a little bit because it's the most popular one with 1,000 views. It's interesting to know that you haven't really had a breakthrough video and you've got 500 subscribers. Let's have a look at one of your videos. And looking at your video tags, I think you're maybe using too many Fortnite tags, generic ones at the top of your video tags. Fortnite Battle Royale win, and then your Battle Royale world record is probably a more specific tag. And maybe you need to bring, sort of like Halloween update is probably a very specific and trending tag. So maybe bring something like that to the top would be worthwhile. And yeah, more work to be done on the description as well, I think. Oh, look, Top Trav. So you do know each other. So maybe you could do a collab video. That might be something worth doing as well. Another thing to note is that despite the fact you've got 1,000 views, you haven't got much engagement, not many comments. So maybe what does that tell the viewer? Are you engaging the viewer enough in your content? It's let me just play it very briefly and see if you do actually any commentary, or is it music?
Yo everybody and welcome back to another...
Oh, you do? So you are actually talking in the videos, which is good. I was almost certain that I was just going to have a musical montage of clips there. So there we are. But I don't think I want to go too far into this anymore into this, because effectively I'm just reviewing Top Trav and Jammy Dodgers, both channels about the game of Fortnite, and I think you both have the same. You have the same strengths and weaknesses in that you have wonderful graphic arts, and there is some branding there, and the thumbnails are awesome. But you need to distinguish yourself as a video content creator. Like, why do you really want people to watch your videos about Fortnite? It's not enough just to say because I want them to find them funny or to enjoy them. It must be because I want to teach them how to get better headshots. Like as a specific small channel trying to break into a very crowded area, really niche down on the content that you want to do. But at the same time, just enjoy making YouTube as well. I do often forget to say that I'm trying to give you all this constructive feedback and ignoring some of the big positives that you have on your channel. And those are certainly a lot that are there. Okay, I have time to do one more small channel review before I need to head out. So, moderators, if you could just give me one more, and then I'm going to have a look at these super chats. I know some have come through. And let me just stress again, if you have donated a super chat, fantastic. But if you have asked for a channel review, as I said at the beginning of these live streams, the channel reviews are not based on super chats, because I don't have time to read the super chats throughout the live stream, and I don't want to bring a financial barrier into these live streams and make it so that only people who are contributing money get a channel review. So let me just get that out. So who is going to be the last channel to review today? Moderators, if we could have one more channel, please. Do apologise if there's a bit of lag going on here, but I'm loading up several screens in the background, which I think is causing a little bit of lag. One more channel to review, please. Okay, thank you, Extra Sessions Media. Niggin Next Tuber, if you can post a comment so I can potentially bring up your channel. I'll see if I can find it myself. I think I have it here. I recognize the avatar there. Okay. So this is going to be the last channel review of this session, just to be clear. And here we go. It is Niggy Next Tuber, 2,000 subscribers. Can already see that this looks to be on tech. This is actually an area that I'm very familiar with. Mobile phone technology reviews and stuff. Let's go back to your about page. Tutorials and thumbnails. Okay, we need a lot more there. So let's just have a look at your screen right now. If we saw this and your description, what's your channel about? I have no idea. So tell me tutorials on what would help us there. Moving on to your channel layout, there's very little here as well. So even you've established your channel, you've got 2,000 subscribers. Maybe flesh out your channel a little more. We want to see more playlists. We want to see a channel intro. It looks as if your channel is about iPhones and maybe how to get the non-jailbreaky stuff. Now I have to be very careful here because I'm very familiar with this area, and it can get to a point where you're recommending downloading applications for free when there should be paid applications, which of course I do not endorse whatsoever here at vidIQ, or getting illegal content. But yeah, just as a channel review, I want to know, we need to know more about what your channel is about. And another thing is that you haven't got recent uploads on there, so I don't know if you're posting content on a regular basis. It looks as if you are. Now looking here with 23, so 8 hours, 6 days, 1 week. So you are posting videos on a regular basis. And there is some channel branding here, although you're changing your font a lot. So the font between this one, that one, this one, that one, all of the fonts are different. So again, if you look at Fortnite, and there can be high quality thumbnails, but then how can we tell that this is one channel versus another channel? And this will be very prevalent again in the mobile phone area of YouTube as well. And I don't think it's going to be very difficult to go any further on this channel, because I'm seeing things like how to get games for free, or how to get PayPal money, or how to get iTunes music for free, and hacks. And I don't... Yeah, this is not something that we could really cover on vidIQ, because if you're doing something which is allowing viewers to get stuff for free when they shouldn't be getting stuff for free, then there's obviously terms of service that could be abused here, and content that's perhaps not appropriate to show on vidIQ. So yeah, my suggestion would be is just improve your branding on your thumbnails and your channel, but we'll call a halt to the review there, just to make sure that we don't get anybody in any trouble. I think it's safe to pause right there. So that is the end of the channel reviews, and I'm just going to go through some of the super chats that we've had in here on vidIQ today. As always, thank you very much for contributing. I'm sure there's been awesome stuff in the live chat contributing to people's channels, and we've had some really good examples of channels which you should look at, like Tom Nash TV and Anjali, I can't remember the name, but the family channel, definitely go and check out that one. But all the channels have had good points, like a lot of the branding and the thumbnails have been of a very high quality. So I'm just going to run through these super chats now. We have Ahmed Meheb. You have a channel called Binky Kids Channel Review. So as I say, if you're asking for channel reviews in the super chats, that's unfortunately not going to happen. The Teven Show as well, thank you very much for your $10 donation, and we hope that we can continue to help you with vidIQ, and so make sure you check out his channel. Unbox Warehouse, you said you had a timeout. I'm not sure why that timeout would have happened. I do apologize if it was done incorrectly, but again, thank you for the super chat. Gamers Club Lit, 40, is that South African dollars? I'm not sure what currency that is, but there was 40 and 100 of them. Again, very appreciated. But as I say, to do channel reviews based on contribution would be to exclude about 50 other people who are currently in the live stream, and that's not something I want to do. So maybe in the future there will be an occasion where we do have super chats based on live stream channel reviews based on super chat, but not currently at the moment. But there's a shout out. I very much appreciate your contribution to vidIQ, and hopefully maybe in the next channel review, or maybe I'll start setting up channel reviews specifically for super chat people, we can do that. That's the end of this channel review. I do hope you enjoyed it, and of course I will be here next Tuesday for more channel reviews. And I just want to say, as usual, thank you very much for the moderators. You've done an awesome job as usual. That's very much appreciated. And to anybody who's contributed to the live stream for other channels, offering advice and your own feedback, again, very much appreciated. I will not be here for the live stream on Friday. There is a conference going on in San Diego, the Social Media World Conference. So just in case you are there at that conference, by all means come to the vidIQ booth and say hello. But that means that the Friday Feeling live stream will not go on this week, but we will have channel reviews next week. As always, if you enjoyed this content, do subscribe to vidIQ for more, and make sure you get notifications for when the next live stream is available. And as always, enjoy the rest of your video making day, and I will be back soon. Bye for now.